Well, we talk culture on this platform, and just to be real with you, there's no way to tell our culture story over the last 25 years without bringing up some of the contributions that of actor Michael K. Williams, who unfortunately passed away on Monday at the age of 54. Though details remain pretty scarce about what exactly happened to Michael K. New York Post is reporting that, Michael was found in his Brooklyn penthouse on Monday, face down, and they're reporting that drug paraphernalia was around the scene. Now, I want to be clear and frank with you guys. I am not reporting to you guys that Michael K. Williams passed away from an overdose. We don't know right now. There's a full investigation that needs to take place, and hopefully in due time after the autopsy and everything, we find out exactly what happened to Michael K. My job is to give you the information. Now, TMZ is reporting that a family member went to check on Michael K. Williams after losing contact with him and trying to see, what was going on. And around 2 p.m. on Monday, as said family member entered into Michael K.'s penthouse. He found Michael K. lying face down. And again, there are reports out in the atmosphere that heroin was spotted at the scene. Again, I want to be clear and frank with you guys. I am not saying Michael K. Williams died of an overdose, though evidence might lead you in that direction. Let's wait until the full investigation is complete, and then I will for surely come back on this platform and give you guys an update on exactly what happened to Michael K. Williams. For those who don't know who Michael K. Williams is, I'm assuming you've never heard of a show called The Wire. Many people label that as their favorite show, the best show of all time. Michael K. obviously played the infamous role of Omar. Omar, come rob you any darn where. Literally didn't care who was around. If he wanted what you had, he's going to take it right then and there. The infamous Omar Little. Michael K. was also involved in some other series as of recent. Lovecraft Country, Boardwalk Empire, The Night Of over there on HBO as well. Movies like Assassin's Creed, obviously 12 Years a Slave. Like, Michael K. is one of those guys where he was just one of the faces. When you saw him, you knew everything was going to be okay, because he just was a guy that there were times where I didn't even know his name in movies, right? But when I saw him, I knew, oh yeah, this is going to be one of them ones, because he always put his best foot forward. And honestly, if you don't mind going here with me for a second, one of the things with, to me, with television versus movies today, because I do believe we're in the era of great television, great series on Netflix, great series on HBO and Stars and all that. One of the reasons why I believe that is the case is because movies feel so microwave. Like, movies feel so undervalued, not just by the consumers, by the actors and the actresses. A lot of times I'm watching this and I'm like, oh man, this movie feel like they made it in 2 weeks. It don't feel like they gave it their all. It don't feel like they really dove into the role the way they were supposed to. The storylines feel repetitive. It feels like everybody, the executive producer, the producers, the writers, the showrunners, everybody feel like they was getting a check in this one. With shows, it feels like nowadays people are diving in, the actors and the actresses. It feels like they really take pride in the production they put out on these episodic series that we get. And I said all that to say Michael K. Williams was a guy who gave it his all in anything he was a part of. Like, I felt that, right? Like, when he was in movies, it felt like that. And for sure in TV shows, obviously, one most infamously, like we've previously stated, being The Wire. Like, every episode that Michael K. Williams was on, you could tell he gave it his all. He really put out to that role. As a matter of fact, in the past, I've heard the brother in interviews speak on just how much he dove into that role on The Wire and how hard that was on him. He has been a guy that has battled with substance abuse in his past. With that role on The Wire. Like, that was a very hard role. Oftentimes I don't think we really understand what we're asking of our favorite actors and actresses to do in some of these roles. There's a reason why we love this stuff. There's a reason why these roles, they stick with us for sometimes the rest of our lives, right? Because they're diving deep in. They're trying to, for a whatever month or 2 month stretch, they're trying to be the person that they're acting as. And that's a very tough thing to perfect. And Michael K. Williams is a brother. If I can't say nothing else about him, every time I watched something he was a part of, it felt like he tried to perfect it. An incredible loss in our culture. Rest in peace, Michael K. Williams, going too soon at the age of 54.